Howdy, Chris. How are you this weekend?
Howdy doody.
I have a plane flying over me. Hold on 1 second.
I can hear it. Is it full of birds?
Is it full of birds, the
I can hear
plane?
a lot of birds going on.
No, there's snakes on the plane. There's birds are in the air, snakes are on the plane.
I hate when there's snakes in the plane.
3, 2, 1. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Howdy doody, Rob. I am tickety boo.
That's great. That's great. What a crazy week.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Crazy week in the world.
I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. I think the world... I just stood up and sat down, by the way, with my directional mic.
Oh yeah, again.
I forgot about the bloody directional mic. I have to talk out the side of my mouth again. Let me relax into this, Rob. Let me relax into this.
So,
what a crazy week it has been.
It's been a crazy week, but I am so glad that you are here now. It's Friday. It's Friday night. The phones can be turned off. The email can be shut down.
We can relax
That's it.
ourselves.
Yep.
I'm so uncertain, Rob.
It'll get better because it can't get any worse.
Can't get any worse. Well, you've seen all the stuff going about, you know, if they can't get us with COVID, they'll start a race war. Isn't that kind of what it feels like?
Yep.
Where do you go as an artist with that sort of shout, Rob? Honestly, where do you go? It's worse than COVID.
Into the dark room.
Well, yeah, literally.
Yep.
It's not the chemicals. It's yeah. I don't want to. Well, my whole thing tonight, my whole news is just about exactly that, about trying to make sense of stuff in a good way.
I have 4 stories.
4? Last week you had only 1. I didn't think you were. Last week I felt slightly disappointed.
It's a busy week this week. Things that I actually think are interesting this week. I actually think are interesting.
Really?
Do you want me to start?
Of course. I always start and I'm always unprepared. And the directional mic always comes. Oh, do you know what?
What?
Directional mic is into the red port, isn't it, Rob?
Well, do you have your little VU meters going on the screen in the back?
Oh, do you know what? I never even checked. I'm sure it's okay.
Well, look around the back and just see if it is.
We'll be fine.
You fucking better be.
You better be after all this nonsense.
Just take it.
Do you know what? I don't
do me
even
a
know.
favor and just look at
yeah,
Pete.
listen. I don't even know if it's in the red or not. Let me see. Yeah, there's something going on there. There's something, okay. Rob. There's red.
I'll fix it in post.
Oh, you fix it. Well, you fix me in post. You have me looking like I'm from some sort of rosy planet. You don't actually, in fairness.
I try.
I know. Rob, I am excited. This is the first time in, I would say, 5 weeks that you've actually sounded excited. And I can hear by the viscosity of that liquid that you're drinking firewater, my friend.
It's iced tea.
You're lying.
Mexican iced tea.
Ah, okay. Very nice. From Jose.
From Jose.
Very nice.
Incredible.
Now, yes, tell me before I ask more questions, because I haven't opened. Well, I have opened it and smelt it, but I haven't drank any of mine as yet. That's for later on.
Put it in the freezer.
Really?
Stick it in the freezer. Leave it in the freezer. Store it in the freezer.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, how do you drink it from the freezer? Well, this isn't talk. We talk about it. Sure, it's hell's interesting.
Yeah, you just drink it right out of the freezer.
Sure, would it be? Does it? Oh, of course, it won't freeze.
No.
See,
I mean, that's the same with your vodka. It's the same with your gin.
Do you know what? I have to say, my science.
Store it in your freezer, and I mean, you just pour it out. It's beautiful. It's already nice and chilled. You pour it over a lime, pour it over a lemon, whatever, over some ice, and you're set.
We have moved into a few rounds over the last few weeks, but I like this round the best.
We should be talking about some photography.
Yes.
I'm sure everybody tuning in is just on the edge of their seats,
well, just I'm on the edge
waiting for this photographic news.
Do you know what? I'm literally on the edge of my seat. I don't even know. Rob, the lighting's usually bad. This lighting isn't. I don't know. Just go for it, Rob, before I get off the one.
All right. So, Sony news.
You love the Sony news.
Sony news. Brand new lens. coming out this month. One of their G Master lenses. So I already own the 12 to 24 f4 G lens, f4. They're making a 2.8.
No, they're not, are they?
Yep.
How much?
Get ready. Are you sitting down?
2,200.
Are you sitting down?
Well, I'm sure I am sitting down.
Sit down even lower.
Okay.
Because it's more than that.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah. You're looking in around $3,500. Probably close to $4,000.
Shut up.
Yeah. 2.8.
Who's buying that, bro?
Not me. Not me. I mean, you can get the Sigma 2.8 for half of that.
Yeah, and you know for a fact that the Sigma might even be sharper.
Oh, the Sigma's I don't know about the Sony, but the Sigma's really nice. The chroma on the Sigma is really nice. So if you're doing any astrophotography or anything like that, it's a really nice lens. But Jesus, at almost $4,000 American, that's a hard sell.
Rob, you know what we're doing?
It does have a rear filter mount though, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
don't count on any. You can't use obviously any polarizers or grads.
Well,
these are strict filters, solid filters.
You can't because I have Euro filters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using it
whenever I get that back.
I'm using it as a coaster. Rob, do you know what we're doing? We're doing this all wrong. We're doing the very opposite of what other people do. We haven't thought this through. We should be saying whenever they say $4,000, we should be like, you say $4,000, and I should be like, wow, that is amazing. Has it got the filter in the back? And then you say yes, and I'm going, my God, I wish we had one to do tests on. But we're not. But then what we've done
is still waiting for that Shackleton coat, though, dude.
That's coming. Rob, I swear to God, it's coming.
I got the tracking number.
Have you?
Yeah, they emailed it to me.
No. I was about to sell one of my sons to get one. They don't have to do it anymore. That's okay.
My second story.
Oh, you're going for a second story?
I'm going to go for a second story because this is close to your heart.
Oh.
You're going to love this one.
Oh.
The news is somebody has sparked outrage in the photographic community.
By what?
By selling COVID masks.
Who is selling COVID masks to spark outrage?
They've put their photographs on their COVID masks, and who do you think that might be?
Crewston.
Martin Parr.
No, he hasn't. Has he actually? No, he hasn't. Has he actually?
And that is all I'm going to say about that.
That's not true. And can you buy these?
Yeah.
That is scandalous.
Just going to leave it at that.
Holy.
What's your first story, Chris?
My first story is... I don't think I have any stories after that. No. Is that actually true? Have you made that up?
Yes, it's totally true. Links will be in the description below.
Jeez, I missed it. There might be a slight smell of wee after that. I think I shouldn't laugh. Honest to God.
Yeah.
How much are they? Just give me a clue how much they are.
Oh, you know what? I couldn't get past that. I saw that it was going to the Martin Parr Foundation, so there might be some charity involved, but still, whatever.
Great. You know what? For the future of my photographic career, what an amazing idea, Rob. What an amazing idea. I hope he does more. I hope he does a line. He's missing a trick. He should maybe do some SARS ones. And
I'm waiting for the slippers, for the the hotel room slippers.
What about
those little plastic ones?
Ebola bandages?
Yeah, those would work too.
Just his arm printed onto a bandage that you wrap round. He's missed a trick. I'm going to write to him. Ebola bandages.
I know you have his email, so let him know.
I think I may have his number. I don't want to. We're such close friends. Okay, Rob, I'm going to go. I keep saying directional miking. I'm going to talk out of the side of my mouth. Okay, I'm going for British journal photography. You always do, Sony. I always do British journal photography. I'm going to move my cup of not wine over here. And it's the Freedom Fundraiser, a print sale for Black Lives Matter. movement, for the Black Lives Matter movement. And it is in response, of course, to the murder of George Floyd and the global protests that have followed. The Earth issue have initiated a print sale with all proceeds going to an organisation in support of the Black Lives Matter. And it's 80 artists, Jack Davidson, Ronan McKenzie, Mark Clennon. So there's a nice mix of stuff. The prints are, of course, absolutely stunning, but also, and they're £100 a piece. Mm-hmm. So it's actually, well, it's probably come at a bad time after COVID for a lot of people who actually probably would purchase.
Yeah.
But £100 a piece for the prints, fine art print, is obviously a great price. But obviously, it's going to charity, and what a charity at the minute to support. So that's my first short. The link, of course, will be there if somebody does want to go and buy two and send me one. Is that wrong? Say that? Is that wrong? No, because it's going to the charity.
Yeah, it's all good.
Is it good?
Sure.
I'm doing myself down. I shouldn't have said that. I went too far with my begging. The Shackleton coat's one thing, but a free print for £100. People will be worrying about me. Okay, I'm looking at the thing, but I'm trying to click something while not looking at it. But I'm gonna have to. Okay.
You're on your next story, yeah?
Yeah, I moved on. I'm going to do. I was looking up black photographers because I'm trying to amend myself, as a lot of us should be doing. And I came across. You probably know this guy. I'd never heard of him. Moneta Sleet Jr.
Who?
No? Lord, good stuff.
Say it again, slowly.
Moneta. Moneta, I imagine that is, isn't it? Moneta. Sleet, Sleet Jr. And he was a staff photographer for Ebony magazine, and he was the first photographer to get the Pulitzer Prize for feature photography.
Wow.
The photographs are just something else, Rob.
What's the subject matter, sorry?
The subject matter is, it's 19, let me see if we can get this here, exactly up. It's 50 years since photographer Moneta Sleet became the first African American for the Pulitzer Prize for journalism. His work received recognition it deserves. 1968, Martin Luther King.
Vietnam era sort of stuff?
Yeah, it was Martin Luther King, so he's basically highlighting the stuff that is still being highlighted now. How crazy does that sound? This is what I keep getting from this stuff. You look and you think you're actually living in the past, but you're actually looking into the future.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
Beautiful black and white stuff?
That's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, but just a really beautiful style. Really beautiful style. Just, it's journalism, but there's whenever you take into consideration the subject matter, and you're looking at it with a historical eye and what's happening now, the work is moving. Let's say that.
Yeah.
There was I had to pick Moneta from 20 black photographers I'd never heard of. How fucking desperate is that? And the work's incredible. And then it made me think. Actually, I started thinking about photography and photographers and how white it seems, or maybe how white I've been seeming. That could be maybe more to the point. I suppose the work's always been out there. So this is my new tack is to start being slightly more educated in the world of photography. So there you go, Rob. That's my second story. Two good stories there, I think, on the money. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, Rob.
This past week, I saw easily the most moving, troublesome, and emotional photographs having to do with COVID at the front line.
No.
Yep. It was for the New York Times. Oh, dude, like, if there's one link that you need to click on, you need to look at this stuff. It's for the New York Times. It was by Michael Kirby, based in the Bronx. And it basically shows how hectic and serious it all is. And he talks about, the whole situation and, how to cover this whole thing, wearing PPE and everything. And the photographs though, oh my gosh, man. Like anybody that ever thinks that this is a hoax, dude, just look at these photographs. They are so crazy. Hectic. And just awe. Like you're in awe of these people doing what they do. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and sad all at the same time.
Is it color and
color? Yeah. Just so it's even that that much more graphic. Another level above.
Do you think because we find ourselves where we're at now, with our economic overlords pushing everything back to normal, that it's something we need to take on board and kind of before we all start going to the beach to party, that sort of stuff? Yeah.
Chris, how about this? Okay, the United States has what, 350 million people?
Shut up, does it?
Yeah. Has 350 million people.
It's crazy.
And they've had 100,000 cases of COVID.
Yeah.
The UK has 45 million people.
We've had
40,000 cases. That's a little disproportionate there.
Yeah, but you know what America doesn't have?
What?
Dominic Cummings.
Don't have real fish and chips either, but hey.
Fish and chips. Yeah, you know what? It's crazy. I actually
it's ridiculous, Chris. It's absolutely ridiculous without getting political about everything. But this whole everybody running back to work. Yeah. I mean, I had a conversation this afternoon. Not to get off topic. I had a conversation this afternoon with a client. Yeah. I had a conversation with a client this afternoon who's in the same predicament as you and I are, sitting in their house, twiddling their thumbs, looking at all these other people driving up and down their road, going to work, but still on furlough.
Okay, yeah.
Going to work and working and getting their wage, but being still on furlough.
Oh. It's cheeky, isn't it?
And what are we supposed to do? Like we can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't hire a model. I've gone over that today. I've been trying to get models, and I can't get models to do specific work for clients.
I'm going to stop you in your tracks there.
What?
Because I think you've overlooked. Maybe you ring him. You certainly didn't ring me.
I need a female model.
I can dress up. I'm not beyond the dressing up.
That I don't want to visualize, Chris.
Rob,
okay, what's your next story? Because I really don't want to get political. Sorry.
Close your eyes. Okay.
I'm closing them. Really tight.
I have great legs. Is it a full body shirt or what? Is it like legs or hands?
It's skin tight athletic wear.
I mean, much is it? What we talking? What are you going to give me? What's modest fee?
We'll talk about it off air.
I need to get some stuff sorted out. Okay, I have only two. I have only one more. Rob.
Good.
God save us. But it's a really important one because it involves me. And you know how much I love talking about me. You know what I'm saying? So, I was... God, I'm such a dick. I was doing some stuff for the National Museums, as you probably haven't heard, because I haven't told everybody yet. And it was a great program, and it was basically documenting. People had signed up, and it was how to document your time in COVID. So it was kind of taking people who may have been taking single images through how to make work in series and why you would do that, and all the ideas behind that. So it was such a success. There was a big push that they were on a second one. So the second one, this is, should I say? Guess I can say this. This is news, even though it does involve me. There's a second one starting Monday the 15th of June. So I don't know if it's sold out yet. Monday 15th of June to Wednesday the 8th of July. And I think if people think, well, it's kind of over, for me, actually documenting the craziness that you just spoke about, the coming out of because of economic uncertainty will be every bit as interesting in 20, 30, 40 years as the last 3 months. I think this is actually, it's got as much merit.
Yep.
You know. So it's up and running. If you want to, a few friends had asked, I think they were on a waiting list, so stick your name down. No, obviously, you can stick your name down if you want to come this blabbing for
yeah, and we'll get the link in the description too.
Link will be in the description. You sound disappointed with that story, Rob, slightly.
Why? What?
I don't know. I just got a sense. What are you wearing, Rob?
Nothing. Wearing a cowboy hat.
Jesus. And just a guitar?
No.
You actually look like that fella that stands in New York. Now I think about it.
No.
You do. You look like the naked cowboy.
I got the dad bod version.
I wouldn't say I've seen you in your pants, Rob. You look pretty sturdy to me.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
Don't even threaten that.
I have seen it. I have really. Have you never seen me in the field?
No.
Staring.
Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
What's your?
What? Be all paranoid here.
What, really? Or maybe on the other hand, Olivia would be excited, not paranoid.
No.
Hopeful.
No.
Hi, Chris.
My last story is on rangefinderonline.com, which I think we talked about a few months ago. PDN, Photo District News,
yes, is
no more. They disbanded. They became part of Rangefinder, which was more of the art, black and white sort of end of things.
Yeah.
There is a great interview that you can only find there right now. And it's with that guy from SLR Lounge, that Pie Jurista.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a wedding guy, so all the wedding stuff doesn't really, it just kind of goes by me. It doesn't go over my head. It just sort of flips by my left and right ear and just...
Yeah.
But he's interviewed, and there's some really good questions and answers on all sorts of interesting topics.
About weddings?
No, about the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
About COVID. And he just tells, the interviewer about his take on it and how he's getting around it, and for business-wise, for artistic-wise. It's actually an interesting article, and it's worth reading. It's one of my 4 articles this week, and it is actually, out of all the quagmire of garbage that comes through photography news.
There's a lot.
Yep. It's in my top 4, so it's worth reading. It'll be down in the description.
Can I take you back just a couple of sentences there?
Yeah.
When you said you didn't know much about weddings.
It's not that I don't know much about weddings. I know a lot about weddings. I don't care a lot about shooting them.
Okay. I was just going to ask you how many times you have attended.
You keep bringing that up. I've been married enough. I've hit my lifetime quota.
Yeah, you're like a runaway bride, for fuck's sake. That's all I'll say. It's something I like to poke a stick into, Rob, as you've no doubt seen. I take people, I find something interesting about them, and then basically I just really shove my hands in, have a good rummage about, see if it hurts them. If it doesn't hurt them, then I'll say it more often.
Hey man, no regrets. It's always been a learning experience.
Very, very true. And I'm sure
there's no hard feelings. There's nothing like that. It's just, it's life. People move on. People do different things. People grow.
Like cameras, like the Sony A9 that I bought is now the Sony A9 II.
The 12 to 24 f4 that I bought a year and a half ago is now about to become a 2.8.
Oh my God, Rob, you know what's happening? We're offending the feminists again. Because we're comparing older models for younger models. They will just hear that we want to date younger girls. Every week. This week I thought we'd made it, but we haven't. We've just revert back into our male selves.
And you start talking about my underpants, and I don't know.
Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I've let myself down. You have to try harder, Rob.
We'll try. Okay. Well, Chris, it's been great.
It's always great. I can't wait. Next week we'll be in the studio, I'm sure.
We might not be.
2 meters apart, easy enough done.
But we might be.
Somebody told me they loved, just before we go on over, somebody told me they loved the studio stuff. The chemistry, the electricity. They loved us being in the studio together. The chemistry, the camera angles, yes. Just today they told me that. Right, it's 29. We're gone, we're over.
All right, Chris. I'll see you next week.
Be good. Be safe.
All right.
Be
Bye-bye.
beautiful. Bye. Good damn it. Do you want some dead air, Rob? Please God be still recording. Yes.